Hello and welcome to our pre-orientation for volunteers. First and foremost, thank you for your interest in being a volunteer with Magic. This training video will allow you to get to know Magic as an organization, the programs we offer, the population we serve, and briefly what your role as a volunteer would look like. This is our mission statement. It reads Magic Dance Arts Inc., which stands for Music, Art, and Gross Motor Integration for Children, provides an inclusive community for individuals of any and all abilities to creatively express themselves through recreational classes and social events. So our classes focus on creative expression and overall child development. We accept students of any and all abilities. However, we particularly do cater our curriculum to those with special needs. We have classes with community centers and behavior therapy centers, and we also have our own classes at studios in Milpitas and Campbell. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we don't have these in-person classes currently, but we do have virtual group classes and private lessons on Zoom. This is our About Us page. In a nutshell, it says that we are a sensory-friendly dance program. Sensory-friendly means that we take into consideration how each person experiences the world differently from the next person. There are five senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. How I sense something can be totally different from how you sense that same exact thing. For example, I'm sensitive to white light and prefer sitting in a dim room, while my family thinks that I'm a vampire. We just experience the world differently from each other. In the same way, individuals with special needs and developmental disorders like autism may have sensory sensitivities or processing issues. So in class, we may do things like dim the lights or even turn on more lights, and also turn down the music. We also incorporate a variety of materials that have different textures, different colors, and use things like visual schedules or icons that help students get information not just through hearing it, but also through seeing it, so that visual modality. All of this is to say that we accommodate each individual's needs. Also, like I said, we focus on overall child development and teach social, communication, and motor skills. We aren't a typical dance class. We don't focus so much on technical skill and choreography, but more so on teaching students skills that allow them to express themselves and connect with others and have fun. We do this by incorporating principles from different professional fields, including applied behavior analysis, special education, and autism movement therapy, all to enhance the learning of students in a fun and inclusive environment. Now I'll go through the different programs we offer at Magic. The first being titled Magic Movement. This class focuses on creative movement and tumbling, which is pre-gymnastic skills. We teach our students how to walk along a balance beam, how to do forward and backwards rolls, how to do progressions across the floor, and overall explore movement with their bodies. We also do short dance routines, sing along to nursery rhymes, dance to songs that require you to listen and follow the directions, and freeze dance. So things that allow for creative expression and exploration of music and rhythm. Our next program is called Choreo Kiddos. This class is more of our routine-based class. Students learn how to put sequences of movement together and do complete dance routines. So this is intended to be kind of our step above magic movement for our students who have graduated from that dance program, for our students who want to challenge themselves a bit more, and who are ready for that next step, which is to complete sequences of actions in the form of a dance. Lastly, we offer special interest classes, and these allow our students to explore movement and expression in other ways besides our typical dance classes. In the past, we've done yoga, drawing, and choir and singing. These classes expose our students to a diverse array of art forms and creative expression. This is the chain of command at Magic. At the very top, we see the board of directors, and they meet every quarter and are involved in overseeing the different operations of the company. Next, we have the executive directors, and they are involved in organizing, planning, and facilitating the different programs and the day-to-day operations of the company. Next is our curriculum development, and they are in charge of creating lesson plans for our teachers. They provide classroom management and sensory-friendly strategies, things like that that help support the needs and learning of students in classes. There's also our business manager, and they're involved in payroll, attendance, and maintaining contracts with outside vendors and organizations. Then there's our instructors, and they lead classes and are responsible for overseeing our students and other staff. Next is our interns, and they are in training to become instructors. They are on a contracted commitment, so their contract lasts for 6 months, and then after that 6-month period, they are reviewed to be promoted to instructors. And lastly, but not least, there are our volunteers, which is where you all fit in. You are here because you want to give back to the community, and in class you will help provide extra support, and there will also be professional development opportunities for you to attend. As a volunteer, you will mostly be interacting with our interns on a regular basis, so interns that you are teaching class with, also the instructors who you are teaching class with. These are your direct supervisors who you can go to for immediate questions regarding class. And maybe if you attended class and you had any questions regarding, something happening to a student, maybe something went well, something didn't go so well, you can also discuss that with the instructor, and we will help put you in touch with them prior to your first class. What will I do in classes as a volunteer? Responsibilities include helping instructors with setup and cleanup, so arriving early to clean and sanitize materials, put them out for students to use during class, and at the very end, helping teachers clean up and pack up materials. Next, more of an administrative role during class is to take attendance, also interact with students and families, so say hello to them as they arrive, say goodbye to them when they prepare to leave, and everything that comes in between. Next, help students who require additional support. Some students, due to physical, motor, and cognitive differences, may not be able to complete activities on their own. As a volunteer, you will be responsible for providing them with some extra help. That may look like giving them additional verbal instructions. So something like, remember, we're jumping with our feet, or let's go to the wall, or we're sitting down now, things like that. You may also need to hold their hand and guide them through an activity. You may also need to just, walk alongside them to provide a model for them to follow. Next, you will be responsible for redirecting students to follow directions of the instructor. Some students have difficulties with attending and focusing on what's being said. So as a volunteer, you will be there to reinforce what the teacher is saying. And like I said earlier, just provide some extra verbal prompts for the students to follow. Next, most importantly, be a role model. Participate in class, complete all the activities, show that you're having fun and being engaged and listening to the teacher. And students will see that and follow your example. Next, encourage and praise students. At Magic, we are big on positive reinforcement. So whenever you see a student is listening to the teacher or, doing an activity to the best of their ability, praise them and encourage them to keep doing what they're doing and follow through with the activities. And lastly, create a fun and welcoming environment for all students. At the end of the day, the students are there to have fun, you're there to have fun, and we're all there to, be a part of this space together and learn from each other and have fun. Best practices. We are a mobile dance company, meaning that we rent out the studio spaces and partner with behavior therapy centers and community centers to provide classes. Teachers bring their materials for every class, so it's important for our volunteers to arrive at least 15 minutes early to help set up materials, to go over the lesson plan of the day with teachers, and also to welcome students and families as they arrive. Also, please treat the site and equipment with care and respect. And lastly, we take 5 to 10 minutes after class to pack up, to clean the space, to make sure it's the same, if not better, than how we found it, and also to debrief class and go over things that went well, things that didn't go so well, so we can prepare for next class. And that's it for our pre-orientation training video. We will see you next at the live volunteer orientation, where we will go over more of the nuts and bolts of volunteering with Magic. So thank you for your time and for making magic happen.